So James, a 1-0 victory courtesy of your goal. What were your thoughts on the performance?
Probably not his best performance, if I'm honest. Probably up there with the Brid game, where we probably didn't do enough to win it convincingly. But listen, we'll take the 3 points. These will definitely cause teams problem here, and we're delighted to take the 3 points.
Obviously, you got the victory tonight, and you mentioned that Bridlington game. What do you think's changed between the two matches? Obviously, there's been a lot of matches, a lot of wins as well in between.
So I think confidence, resilience. The boys. Is it 7 clean sheets and but we've conceded 1 goal in 8 games? Is it something like that? So, we know that we'll always score goals at this level, and of course teams obviously above, but we've just got that winning mentality right now, and you look through their team, we've got experience all over, and when games need to be seen out, as tonight, we've got the experience to do that, and it's a massive 3 points, and the gaffer touched on it just before the game that there's been in a couple of cups at the moment, still going, then we're probably not going to play in the league for another 2 weeks, so it was massive to get another win on the board tonight and stay right in the mix.
As the game progressed, what was the feeling around obviously from a pitch perspective? Obviously a little bit frustrating at times, but the sort of win uglier.
Yeah, I mean, from the pitch, if you ask me and use here, it wasn't the best game to play in. Very frustrating. Obviously, it felt like we attacked, they attacked, and the sort of in the final third, the quality sort of let us down a little bit. So it wasn't ideal to play in. But listen, we take any ugly win, and it's a big 3 points for us now. Like you say, we can really enjoy Saturday now and go there full of confidence. And not many people are expecting us to win there, but we're quite confident about what we can do. And if we put on a good show like we did at Brackley, then we'll be more than happy.
Obviously, the goal wasn't one of the prettiest. I'm sure it won't rank as highly, but an important one. Just talk us through sort of that little moment of play.
Obviously, I'd screamed at Regan just before that, actually, because he had a couple of times where he could have got the cross in and coming inside a bit, and I said just go on the outside and cross it, and he tried, to be fair, and got a massive deflection. Ball went up. I had a quick glance to see that I thought the keeper probably were going to come, to be honest with you. I had a quick glance, I seen he was still on his line, so I just sort of flicked it, and thankfully it's gone in off the post. Like you say, I'll take them all day long.
And a couple of goals now. How have you found your time at Works at Town?
Really enjoying it. Like I was saying to my dad, the key for me is being fit, being available every week. The gaffer's using me really well. Obviously I know I'm not going to play every minute, every game. And right now, it's about being available for every game, and that's what I am. So far, touch wood, I've not got injured. Really enjoying my football, yeah.
And it's certainly a good rotation to have you boys up front. How are you find playing with them in different sort of the dynamic style that we can do?
There's definitely, like you say, look around the squad. Just even on the bench, not playing tonight, Liam Hardy, prolific goal scorer in Conference North, really. So, there's players that can come in and play, and we've got a bit of everything, I'd like to say. So we can play in different ways. I can play with Hughes, he can play without Hughes, Hughes can play without me. We can play 2 big men, 2 small men. We've got so many different options, and especially with the experience we've got throughout the side as well, I think we can recognise when we've got 2 big men up there, or we've got 2 quick down the wings and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going really well so far.
Obviously, we go into the Cup on Saturday. A man who's brilliant in both competitions, whether that's League Cup, FA Cup, but just talk a little bit about your experience in the FA Cup and some of the moments you've had.
Some unbelievable moments, obviously. Me and Teddy were having a bit of a joke. We never come in this early in the competition. But listen, we're only two games away from potentially a big draw, and you just never know. Like you say, we went to Brackley, no one expecting us to win, and I've been on the exact same feelings, when you're going into first round, second round, third round games, against the bigger dogs, and you just got to give it everything. And like I say, we'll go again Saturday. Everyone's expecting us to get beat, and we're happy with that. We'll give it a good go.
Obviously, both the cup runs and the league run now are coinciding, so that's 8 straight wins. How important is it to keep these little runs going?
It's massive. Obviously, touching on one of the cup runs I had at Bradford when we got to the League Cup final, I think in end I ended up playing 59 games that year. But you know, we had a game every Saturday, Tuesday, and you know, it's good for momentum. You know, if you can get on a winning run like we are at the moment, then you know the lads will tell you there they'll go again Saturday, no problem. And then you know, if we win again, we want to just play Tuesday. And you know, it's when you get beat, you don't want to be a Saturday game and you know having to take a week to put it right. You know, you want to get straight back out there, and you know, this is what it's allowing us to do.
Obviously, also Terry in that FA Cup run played about 60 games because I think Lincoln got to the semi-finals of the FA Trophy. Just talk about that confidence in the side at the minute.
It's massive. You know, we look through the team. You know, we've got players that have played in the league. Obviously, a lot of games in the league as well. It's not just, you know, odd couple. So we know we've all been there, the majority of us, and we can help, you know, all the younger lads and lads who are inexperienced. But you know, we've got quality throughout the side. You know, even all the young lads here. You know, Vaughan, I thought we were brilliant again tonight. Alex has been brilliant this season. So we've got players that, you know, capable of playing higher. So yeah, we just, like I said, we're just delighted to get the win tonight, and then you know it takes the pressure off and can really enjoy Saturday.
Focusing on Saturday then, Gainsborough, what are you expecting from them?
To be honest, I haven't seen the right lot of them so far. I'll be brutally honest with you, but obviously they beat these here, didn't they? Obviously I know Clayton up front, who's still going. You know, he's 37, 38, 39 or something now, but he looks after his body so much, and I've seen he got an hat-trick the other night, so he'll be raring to go. But yeah, we're just more focusing on ourselves and you know what we can do to hurt them.
Yeah, my final question, we're going to be on Clayton, obviously a former teammate of yours. What can we expect against him? And obviously I'm sure you'll be giving Hanson and Jack O'Deegan a little bit of tips as well.
Just he's a clever player. Obviously he's still deceivingly quick. You know, I played against him in the playoff final last year at York, and you know, probably, if I'm being honest, he was the best player on the pitch. He had, you know, a great game, and you know, I was surprised he dropped a little bit lower than he should. But you know, listen, he probably wanted to be closer to home. But yeah, he's a good player. Obviously, he looks after himself, like which I've said. So he's still lean, he's fit. You know, he can still run the channels if needs be, but you know, he's very good at balling to his feet and looks to play on the shoulder. So yeah, they'll have to switch on at all times, and you know, be clever with him as well, because he likes to buy free kicks. Don't want to give too much away.